was the cable.
Yep. We will call to order City of Twin Oaks Board of Aldermen meeting for June the 3rd, 2026. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Alderman Eisenhower. Alderman Cruzen.
Here.
Alderman Stokel.
Here.
Alderman Crawford.
Here.
Mayor Fortune.
Yep. The agenda has been posted for tonight's meeting. If there are no changes, I'll take a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the agenda is approved. Any citizen comments? Nothing online?
Not yet.
Okay. Consent agenda, Board of Aldermen regular meeting minutes from April the 15th. Board of Aldermen closed meeting minutes from May the 12th and May the 20th. Bills list from April 11th to May the 1st. Any discussion on any of those items? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Officer Weiner, please report.
All right, so pretty much the same as last month for the normal stuff. We had one misdemeanor arrest for driving while revoked, 3 auto crashes, they did 141 in the parking lot. We had 3 crimes reported, stealing a domestic and a recovered stolen vehicle on Merrimack Station in Big Bend. They dumped it, we recovered it, recovered stolen. And 15 hours on the bike. Questions?
Thank you. Okay, discussion items, asphalt projects for the park. April, you gonna?
Sure.
You
So we've been talking about several of these kind of individually over time. So hopefully you guys all had time to read my memo about it and ask any questions that you might have. So these are all sort of deferred maintenance things that we've been talking about for at least the last 5 to maybe 10 years. And we have a bid from a contractor, the same contractor that did the work over in Crescent, to do the same thing at the pre-negotiated tips. So that is the government rate that they can give us that would save us a lot of time and money. And so this is before you to consider, to discuss if you want to do all of these phases or some of these phases. The contractors assured me that they can get all 3 done if the board would like to do that, while we have the park closed to the vehicular traffic. So it's a good time when we don't have rentals, we don't have other things going on, to knock out a lot of these deferred maintenance projects that we've had going on. So the costs are all there. And then as you can see, the total for all 3 phases is $221,700, which if the board approves that, we'll have that for a budget amendment at the next meeting likely.
So that's multi-surface and basketball backboards, pathways,
Mhm.
and tennis court, plus pickleball striping.
Mhm.
That's,
Yes, that is all included.
okay.
For the pathways, have they, or will they identify any low spots and correct
Yeah, there
for
is.
ponding?
They have been out to see the areas where we've had ponding, so
Yeah.
they have been out to see it, and I've sent pictures to of water where it's retaining. So they will, some parts of it will be, corrected for better drainage. Some parts of it, they may have to mill down a little bit. Some parts of it will just be sealed because we had done repairs on it. That's mainly the golden oak path in between the 2 fence lines. That just needs sealing to protect the longevity of that path. And then the pathway from Autumn Leaf Gate that we did repair only a few years ago. So it will be sealed as well to kind of maintain the longevity. But everywhere else, they are aware of the areas that need to be, ground out and fixed and repaired in that way.
So for the path, it looks like it's just the asphalt path, but there is a spot over by the pavilion as you head up towards those stairs.
The concrete,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that part of this?
that is not part of this. No, that would be something that we could do in a future project because that's a relatively small.
Yeah.
And wouldn't need a lot of because that is so close to the church area. That wouldn't be as disruptive as something to this magnitude. So certainly something that we would do as a maintenance project in the future. Yeah.
Seemed like an opportune time to do it and get it done. Like you said, we've been talking about it for years. And I did like the picture of the new tennis court or pickleball, whatever.
Yeah, that was an example.
Picture looks good.
Yeah, we can choose the colors and
Mhm.
things like that. That was just to kind of show how they could potentially stripe 2 pickleball courts side by side with removable nets, because the pickleball court nets are lower than, I don't play pickleball, but that's what I'm told.
Yeah.
They're lower than a regular tennis court net. So it's a way to have dual function without having to take down and put back up the tennis court net. And then people could just kind of roll them out of the way if they want to play tennis, or they could do side by side pickleball. We have enough width because ours is significantly oversized
Yeah.
versus a standard tennis court. So,
And I did see some people walking in with tennis rackets this morning.
did you?
Heading over there, so most people don't know that it's up there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're new, you don't look up there. So,
Yeah.
I think it'll attract some people as word gets out.
I'll just make a couple of comments. One is, I thought when we were talking about the paths a while back, there was an issue as to whether or not there was an integrity issue with them being able to support the weight of trucks coming down and going back. And
On the access road, you
That's
mean?
the access road.
Yeah, the access road specifically. This does not address the access road, and that is by design, because any improvement we make to the access road will make it more attractive for people to drive down.
so we don't have any integrity issues with the paths,
No,
which are also used as roads.
Right.
sometimes yes, but no, there is not the same. The integrity issue is with the access to the path.
Gotcha.
And again, it's not something that we would probably want to do a lot of improvement to, because we want to deter people from driving down that way unless they actually need to use the disabled parking.
Yeah, my recollection was we were concerned about fire department vehicles and other emergency vehicles being able to come and go as necessary.
Mhm.
I could be wrong, but it seemed like there was an issue with integrity, but I guess it's just
It's just
One
the
going up the
access
hill.
road. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And they can make it down there now. They just, they go slow and they know
Have to be careful.
they have to be careful. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we have an issue
Besides the intro.
with
Yeah.
competing dollars either, but we're going to have to repave the Burnhamwood Circle sooner rather than later. The
Roads.
last-
Yeah.
Yeah, the last two winters, especially the last one, it's really starting to decay pretty
Yeah.
rapidly. So that'll be something we need from the asphalt standpoint.
Well, that's a special surface.
Where are we talking about?
When we do the
Circle around
roads,
Burnhamwood,
the roads are not your basic asphalt.
Oh, right, so we're
It's
talking
a
about regular
microchip.
roads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the last time we overlaid the roads, we did that Novo chip surface, which is
Oh, I got
much
you.
thinner and is a specialty kind of product or whatever that we
Yeah.
used. So,
Kind to add on to that, the storm grate that's adjacent to the pool, that everybody, we all
Yeah.
kick sticks off it, you know.
Yeah.
It is really getting bad. I think just a bag of asphalt, if our guys could just put a little asphalt in the holes and tamp it down, because it's deteriorating, like Jim said.
okay, we can have them certainly go by and take a look at it.
And I'm assuming that we have the monies in there. I don't know what the park account is looking like these days. Is that,
We would have to amend the capital budget. This would be a capital project. So it would come out of the
Right.
park fund, but it
Exactly.
would be, we usually move general revenue if we need it for capital projects. So move it into the park fund for that.
okay.
Yeah.
So do we know what the park fund is at right now? He's not here. I don't know why I looked like he was gonna be
No,
here.
and I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, typically we keep everything in general revenue and then we move things out as needed. So it goes into park or besides the dedicated taxes that go.
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. That I don't know the
Yeah.
answer to.
Generally, it winds up being up there, but I just can't remember if we've done anything major in the park where we would have depleted it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It winds up being large over time,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just wondering where that stood, so.
April, have we gotten any complaints about getting rid of the volleyball area?
Very minimal. I think Jake has heard maybe, from some parents of little kids that liked it as a sandbox, but we have not had anybody say, oh, I miss playing volleyball here. I mean, that doesn't happen.
And what about with the tennis court? Do we have a lot of people asking us to redo it?
We have in the past. I think the usage has dwindled because we have let it deteriorate to the point where it's not really functional for most people that are, more than just kick it around tennis players. I do see people utilizing it. Jake does see people utilizing it, but yeah, it's been one of those things where we did get a lot of inquiries. Like before I was in this role, when we were still on the board, we used to get a lot of requests for pickleball, requests for refurbishing it. And, we just kind of kept deferring it because it felt too
Had
expensive.
too many dead spots.
And I know this cost to refurbish is less than when we originally talked about it.
Mhm.
Any idea what the lifespan of this would be? And is it possibly the same cost as tearing the whole thing down, or? Which was the
Well,
other
I don't
option?
know what the cost would be to tear the whole thing down, but it would likely be less, of course. But then, we would just sort of have an empty space in the park, TBD, what with it, I guess. And the lifespan, an asphalt surface that's painted, can last a long time, 20 years. We've had, I think the sport court has been there, and that was a specialty surface that we did. It has been there over 20 years, and I think part of the reason why or maybe it's been 10 or 15 years, but it deteriorated because we did not do the annual maintenance on it.
Right.
So that sport court is a specialty surface that has to be maintained annually, and that did not happen for ever.
Didn't ever.
Yeah, did never
I
happen.
don't know anything about pickleball, but I think it'll be detraction.
It will.
It will.
Yeah. Nobody plays tennis in the condo tennis courts. Maybe 5 people, that 4 of them don't live there, So it's kind of a waste of space, but
Are we gonna look at getting fencing fixed or repaired or replaced?
Jake thinks that we can refurbish the existing
Refurbish.
fencing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I haven't
agree.
been up there in a long time. so.
Because it really, there's one area that's kind of bent up on the one right-hand side as you're going up to the tennis court. If you've been recently, it's kind of to the right of the gate as you enter. So Jake's plan was just the poles are in good shape from his estimation. They could be painted. So his plan was just to take the existing fencing, paint it black so it would just sort of disappear, which would make that much nicer. And then the contractor does have to peel back a certain section of it to be able to
Yeah.
access the court, obviously. So we're going to encourage them to make that side part where it's already kind of torn up be the peeled back section. And then if we only have to replace that one
Yeah.
part where it's in the worst shape.
That's where he'd want to go in anyway.
Yeah, that is what
Yeah.
makes the most sense for them to be able to
Yeah.
access it anyway and not have to mess with the gate and all that stuff. So Jake felt pretty confident that we could use 95% of what is there and it would still be very functional and it would still look good. He could make it look, to match the newness of the surface. So
Are they milling any of that, or are they just going right down on top?
they are going to evaluate the surface. Obviously, once we get that specialty surface that's off of there, I mean, you can literally just go down there and lift it up, basically. They're going to roll that off and see what that looks like. So again, there is, if you looked at closer into the contract with Larrett's, if there are any places that need full depth repair or anything like that, they would present us with a change order for
So they
that.
are taking the surface,
Correct,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, they can't asphalt over that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
plasticky, whatever it is, surface that's
Yeah.
there. So they have to take all that out, demo all that, get down to the concrete that's underneath.
Yeah.
Evaluate what that looks like, and if there's any full depth repairs or anything needed at that time, then they'll come to us with a change order.
Got it.
But
Do we have cameras up there yet?
not yet,
Okay.
but we are very close-ish to getting the Wi-Fi. And so our hope is that, we just talked about this today, is that we can repurpose, once the Wi-Fi signal is strong in the park, we can repurpose some of the existing cameras that we have to get some coverage in some areas of the park where we just don't have anything.
Yeah,
So-
I
Yeah.
only think of it because I think that one of the things that we would want to make sure was not happening. I mean, now, people bring their dogs in there, whatever, but that was a problem
When
even
it
a
was
long
new,
time ago, when it
yeah.
was brand new, and
Yes.
it was like, if it's just gonna be the dog park, then
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So that would be a way to, so
Yeah,
I was
we would
hopeful that we
definitely
would
have to do some education
monitoring
around
that.
that, like this is not a place to let your
Yeah.
dog run anymore,
yeah, or
you
probably
know.
signage for a short time. something like
Signage,
that,
yes,
whatever.
exactly.
So,
We
yeah.
would certainly have to do that, yeah.
Especially if we're spending money to refurbish it.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You want to keep the surface as nice as possible. Now, I don't know how much, damage dogs do to asphalt versus that specialty
Exactly,
court that we had, that I don't know,
Yeah.
but
They would damage the specialty court more.
yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure, yeah.
For sure.
But we still don't want,
Yeah.
people letting their dogs kind of run
You
loose.
gotta
up there.
clean it up.
Yeah, exactly. So we would definitely work with that.
And we have leash laws, even if they're inside the tennis court
We do. That's
Mhm.
true.
That's true.
That's true. We have had to make a reminder about that recently.
and the
so-
lake.
And the lake. Yes, exactly.
We have people swimming.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I think we certainly have the money in reserves to cover this, and I think we've been talking about it long enough. I would push that we should move forward.
I mean,
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
We've got the new lighting going in. I mean, I think this just kind of
Right, we don't have.
finishes
any
off the
big
park
Construction stuff coming.
True.
and
So,
noted. Yeah, we do have roads to consider in a year or so. And
Yeah.
I know this back around the condominiums on the curve going up the hill. We've got a lot of loose gravel coming off the road now, and so we're going to have to address that.
It's really split in the middle.
Yeah.
You know how it
Yeah.
peaks in the middle. It's
In the middle and at the edges.
Yeah.
We're gonna concur with
Yeah.
the tennis courts.
That's true. That is true. We will probably hear about that,
We'll hear about it.
but I guess we'll cross that bridge. when we
Hear
get to
about
it.
what?
Oh, he said,
Not lighting the tennis courts.
yeah, they'll complain that we didn't light the
Not
tennis
lighting?
And
courts
they'll complain about it.
after we
Yeah.
refurbished it, but
the
we'll cross that
defense-
bridge if it comes to
And
it.
I
When they're
think-
loving
We
it
need a
so much,
motion for
they're
this?
using it at night too. Great.
Just
Yeah.
Coming up later.
And
Okay, it's coming
I
up.
think the defense
Okay.
of that is
It's-
that,
It's a resolution later.
right, like,
And the park
So,
closes at dusk, right?
Yeah.
Or it closes at a certain.
10.
Ish.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
10.
yeah, 10.
Okay. All right, we have a new appointment that we would like to make tonight to the Board of Adjustment, Tom Norton.
Yeah, he did. I think I put his application in there. He did come to the training, even though he wasn't officially appointed yet. But I talked to Russ before he left and made sure that he was going to make the recommendation. So he was here, seems very engaged, and he's excited to be a part of the city.
So I would like to make that nomination.
I'd like to nominate Tom to the
Board of Adjustment.
To the Board of Adjustment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Tom's a great guy, by the way.
Yeah, he's our neighbor.
Yeah.
Had a great career in both law enforcement and county.
Right.
So he's got a really good background.
Okay, and our yoga classes, it seems like our yoga classes have been a success.
Mhm.
I think we have even more people that will join it if we extend it.
Yes, yeah. So it was unanimously asked for by the first two sessions. We had good attendance at both. So 9 people, I think, at the first and 11 at the second. So that was better than movie night even. So that's pretty good. So they have asked if we can extend that. And I have already spoken to the instructor and she said she would love to do it as well, as long as we want to keep it going. So we already had that in the last contract, an option to extend. So this would just be exercising that existing contract to do classes every other week with her, same time, Thursdays, 5:30.
Okay.
You want me to read it? Oh, wait, no, we're going to get there, right? I guess we don't need to, you
On
want a
that, we
motion
just
for that?
need a motion and a second to
Extend
Okay.
the
go ahead and
contract.
extend it.
Okay.
Exercise the option.
Is there a motion to extend the yoga classes?
Motion to extend the yoga classes, the option to extend the yoga, whatever.
Second.
All in favor?
whatever you say.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
All right.
All right, resolution number 2026-13.
Okay. A resolution of the Twin Oaks Board of Aldermen approving an agreement with Larrett's Contracting, Inc. for paving services in Twin Oaks Park.
As you'll see on the, since I wasn't sure whether you wanted to do phase 1, phase 2, and or phase 3, there's little check boxes there. So we will have the mayor or April check the boxes. If you're going to do all 3 phases, we'll check those boxes.
Okay.
So we just need a motion?
To do all 3 phases, yeah. To approve the resolution, including all 3 phases.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2026-13 with all 3 phases.
Phase 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Resolution 2026-14.
A resolution of the Twin Oaks Board of Aldermen approving a settlement agreement and release.
So I guess they said yes.
They did.
Shock.
They understood that it was, there was no more negotiation.
It was done.
Mhm. Goodness, it's a long contract, Paul. Trying to get through to it. There we go.
I move that we accept 2026-14.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. We will adopt resolution 2026-14 by unanimous. Attorney's report,
No report.
city administrator's report.
Okay, mine is relatively short. So I think the shred event went pretty well on the 30th. Paula said we had quite a few people here, so that was good. We talked about yoga already. The P&Z Board of Adjustment training, which I think you guys were all at, went great. The insurance is notified, so they're happy, which is good.
The instructor was happy.
Yes, excellent instruction. Yes. I do have the quotes from Bill Wittenberg about the additional cyber coverage that we talked about when we changed insurance providers that he's recommending that we get. So I will have those at either the next meeting or one in July when I come back
We
from
got
the trip.
any numbers yet?
It was, I don't remember off the top of my head. I looked at it last week and
But
and
it wasn't a
actually-
huge.
we get a little bit of a reduction on we'll get like kind of a refund back because with us purchasing the supplemental, they'll give us a little bit back for the cyber that was included. So
Yeah.
it's it's not a wash. It's definitely more expensive, but he is strongly recommending that we look at it. So I will have that for everybody to review at a meeting very soon. And then just a reminder that we did reschedule the meeting for June 17th to June 24th. And we will likely not, unless we need to have one, we will likely not have that first meeting in July like we normally don't, because it's July 1st, right before the 3rd. So we'll meet on the 24th and then not again until June 15th, or July 15th, sorry, yes.
So we're not meeting on the 17th?
No, we're meeting on the 24th. So that was changed actually way back when, because it's in the calendar, correct? So we did
It's
it a
correct in the
long time
calendar.
ago, yes.
I was doing my calendar and I was like,
Wait a minute.
and then I was like, I
Did we
kinda
do
remember
this?
that.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was a long time ago. So,
I was here for either, so it didn't matter.
yeah. So that's all I have, unless you have specific project questions about anything that's going on in the park. I'm happy to answer, but otherwise I'll be moving on that paving contract ASAP. So they'll be ready to go after July 3rd.
One of the contractors startled me because he almost ran me over. Not really, but he was on the path coming down to the comfort station the other day in his truck.
Uh-huh. One of the electric contractors, I
I
guess?
don't know. I just
Okay.
asked him what he's doing. He said, I'm a contractor working up here, but
Mhm.
it's been about between 5 and 6 maybe earlier this week.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that something that Jake should be here? Somebody should be here for?
Well,
or
they have
do
been
they have
working.
that access?
They do. So they have been working late. I think one night they were here till 10:30 p.m. working in the park, trying to, because they've had some delays, some issues, as we have found with this particular contractor. We've got some delays and issues. So they have been trying to work late to make up for it. So Jake has given them, he didn't give them a key, but I think he showed them how to lock up at the end to make sure that the gate is locked. So
And then call
yeah.
Isaiah.
Yeah, and then he would call Isaiah to come in and check, after the fact and make sure everything was locked up and they were done. So,
Yes, just as long as somebody knows it's happening.
yes, yes. Yeah, Jake is managing that project now. So I've kind of given that over to him to let him finish up on the lighting project.
We have
So.
a completion date.
July 2nd, I'm hoping. I'm
Will
hoping.
there, will there be penalties if they don't complete?
At this point, I just want it done. I just want it done, and I want the heads to match the poles, and I want it done. So there has been some delay there because they ordered the wrong color of tops for the ballards. I don't know who did that, but somebody did. So they're expediting the correct color, and they're supposed to get those installed next week. So
I think that they were already here because walkers this evening, I didn't go over there, but walkers were saying.
that there
the
was some
kids
on.
are on.
Oh, good.
Great.
Oh, great. Okay, fantastic. Well, that's good. They really did expedite them then. So.
Yeah, they're gonna look really good.
Yes, they look really. It's really going to look nice once they get all that underlighting under the railing and stuff. It's really going to be a nice feature
Yeah.
to the park. It's going to be beautiful at night. So
Okay,
that's it for me.
all right. Thank you, John, for filling in while I was gone. Thank you, board, for settling the dispute that we had.
Both terrifying situations.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I was really nervous about all that. I'd like to ask the board's guidance on an issue that's come up. It's not really a big issue, but Gary Skelton, I think it is. He manages the car show every year for the July, they have a Twin Oaks trophy and all that. He wants to put up a sign to advertise the car show, and he's asking if we would consider waiving the permit fee to do that.
Where would you put the sign?
I'm sorry?
The sign will be on the church's property?
Yeah, I think so.
What is the permit fee?
It's $75 for a temporary commercial permit. So they've never asked before because they had
They always had the
the
ability to
marquee
change it.
sign, and now they have
Yeah.
changed it. So
I mean, I think since they allow us to use their parking lot for parking and things like that, I think waiving it is not a big deal.
And they're here every year. They do draw some people, although I don't know that we need to draw people.
Yeah,
But
we don't need to draw people, but we certainly don't need to
But
piss off people either.
they have been a loyal participant every year, so.
Yeah.
I thought
mean-
probably be a good idea.
And I can understand his wanting to do it because he's always had the ability to put it up on the marquee.
Yeah,
And without that ability, are there people who, I'm sure there's people that, it's not easy to see, right?
Yeah.
So like the marquee would be like, oh, there's a, and then you turn in.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Did he apply for the permit yet?
He did not,
Okay,
he called
so-
to ask.
He needs to be told he needs to go through the application process, so.
And the other thing to consider too, so because they don't have the marquee sign, we have had a resident express concerns about there being signs up there more often now because they have that. So we do limit the signage right now in the code to once per quarter. So that is something that I would anticipate if, and maybe not, but if we waive the fee, he may then, or they may ask then if we would waive the restrictions on how often that they can put them up.
Right.
So be
Yeah.
aware of that.
That, we'll probably have to amend our code for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this one thing that ties into our event, we can certainly.
Yeah,
lenient
I
on.
thought this one was
kind of
out of the ordinary.
Exactly. like-
Twin Oaks and them, and we have an exception in our sign code that says if it's our event,
Right,
We can put it up.
yeah. and
True.
So
Yeah.
this is kind of
Okay.
always been part of your event, so.
Yeah,
There's only, what, two electric signs like that, Walgreens.
Anymore, yeah. And Dairy Queen has one. And Dairy Queen has one.
Oh, there.
Do we need to vote on this, or can you just do it?
we can just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it,
You want to call Gary and
city of it.
Okay.
tell him you,
Yeah.
you tell him you twisted the board's arm and we were screaming and yelling all the way, but you got it through.
I can do that.
Is this
And-
guy, is he
and
with
you're
the
going
church,
to-
Or is he,
He's just
Separate.
somebody who, no, I don't think he's not employed with the church. He's a
No.
volunteer that puts the car show together.
He is a member of the church. Hank is an elder in the church,
Yes.
actually.
Okay.
And when you call him and you also tell him that because you did that good deed for him, you get to award the trophy this year.
Well, there you go. I don't know if I want to take that away from Isaiah though. He
No,
really
Isaiah
enjoyed that last year.
You and Isaiah.
You and Isaiah
Yes.
can do it together. He really enjoyed doing that last year. So, yeah. He's a car guy, so he loved that. Yeah.
Okay, anybody notice the new signs at the intersection?
No, I've noticed some erosion
Look at
on
me. What?
this wall over here.
Yes. Have we noticed the walls falling
Yeah.
over? All right.
Jake's aware of it. Yes. Yeah.
We have a 250-year anniversary.
oh, I saw it. yeah.
New banners were
New
put up
banners.
yesterday
Oh,
celebrating
Oh, they're
the,
up along here?
Yeah,
I never ride on this.
There's one at the park.
Just curious.
yes. They say welcome to Twin Oaks, celebrating
But I-
250.
Oh, great.
I noticed this is
Never
250 anniversary.
Of Twin Oaks.
The Twin Oaks thing is at the top.
Exactly.
It's certainly not the 250th anniversary of Twin Oaks.
No, it's America 250.
I
We
know, but it
purposefully,
doesn't reference America.
yeah,
It's not.
it does. It has their logo. So,
Okay, Tim,
I don't have anything.
Lisa?
Two different things, and they're both just things that I've been wondering about, and I keep forgetting. And talking about signs brought it up. What do we do about the signs? Like, I've noticed that there's a lot more clearly staked by individual companies in the public right of way. Like, I'm gonna like come up with one that's not there, but like, we'll buy your house kind of one. You know what I
Roofing.
mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, I just noticed one today. Do we just like when we see them, we can pull them up? Is
Yeah,
that true of public right of way signs?
mostly what Jake's been doing when they
Just
put them
grab
out, he just grabs them. Yeah. Picks them up.
I just wanted to make sure that like didn't fall in one of those weird we can't touch signs areas. And then the other thing that I was wondering about is the speed limit sign that's on Big Bend ours?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that, but I knew we had one that we could move around or
Yeah,
whatever,
that's
so
one
I
of our
figured it might
temporary
be ours.
ones. Yes.
And do we now have all accessible speed limit signs?
Yes.
So can we start getting a quarterly report?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. I will tell Jake to start putting those together.
So I knew we were kind of waiting on being able to get them all up and running and, you know,
Yeah, I think
Easily
he's got them all
accessible and-
functional now, yeah.
I just
April,
think it-
have you gotten any feedback? Any calls on the signs?
On the speed limit
Yeah.
signs? No,
No,
0.
The
Mm-mm.
one on Big Bend you talking about?
all of them?
Nope.
Since we refurbished them and
Nope,
nothing.
nope, not a thing.
My wife hasn't complained at all, or?
Nope,
Mm-mm.
I have not heard a peep from anybody, no.
That's it.
Joe?
Well, now that I've been reminded that we don't have a meeting on the 17th, that took one thing away from me.
That you weren't gonna be
I
here.
was- But something just popped in my head about the bridge over the creek as you come across Crescent.
The footpath?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess that's Crescent Road, right?
Mhm.
Does that need a railing?
We have it's never had one since it's been put in.
Right. And I don't know that it does. I just was walking across it the other day and I thought, I don't know if this is
I
safe.
think we put that bridge in kind of as a trial.
Yeah.
Is this the one in the triangle or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put that in kind of as a trial to see if people would use it, and I think people do.
Mhm.
And I think we should consider making a more permanent structure there in the future.
The
It
one
doesn't
thing I
answer-
will note
it
is
does-
that,
It doesn't answer your rail question.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it would though. I mean, if we made it permanent, then yes. Then
and it's what, 3 or 4 years old now?
oh, it's longer
Or
than
maybe
that.
more than
It's
that?
been there 10 years.
It probably should be replaced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something to
The
be on the radar.
only issue we run into there is that, well, that is a bridge that only
MSD,
exists to us, and
Ah,
so
Not
if we
MSD.
make any modifications to it and or change it or anything, we risk take it out and you can never have it back. So just be aware of that. And also that entire path is very much root filled, and so it is not something I would recommend someone who needs a handrail even use, because of, and it's not something that we can make better really, without significant, going through there and taking
Concrete
out lots of
abutments.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So because there's significant root, so that is just something to be aware of. If we start doing anything to that, we run the risk of it may get
Yeah. Okay.
yanked.
Jim?
Yeah, I have a question, I guess. I met with our homeowners board for the condominiums today. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but we recently become aware that a number of the decks on the back of the condos on top of the hill are structurally unsound, and they're all going to have to be replaced. It's a huge project,
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they've already started the process of talking to contractors and so forth and so on, but they were under the impression that they just needed to go to the county. And I thought they would have to come here for a project through here first. for a
They do.
Project of that size.
They do.
Yes.
They also asked, would we need to get our engineering firm involved, which I didn't think so, but
Our engineering firm?
yeah.
Usually if it's that big of a project, I mean,
They-
depending on if it's repair and replace or whatever,
It's replaced.
Yeah.
And it's
But
decks,
being that-
okay? So it's not a huge construction project. It's
Yeah.
just that they're 40 feet in the air.
yeah,
So it
Yeah.
is a big construction.
Yeah. I would probably ask BFA to take a look at it, just because of the nature of those being so high up and 40 feet in the air, and
So they
that-
thought they
and
were
that
gonna
would
fly
only
through county.
that would only help
process.
you actually, because BFA could maybe pick up some of those issues that county would flag anyway, because they
Yeah.
know the county code
Right.
very, very well. So that would help the condo association they will have to get municipal zoning approval from Twin Oaks first. So
So will that need to go to planning and zoning?
No.
Okay.
no, it's just a building permit,
Just here.
just here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all I have, Russ. Thank you.
All right. Any final citizen comments?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. With that, Take a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
You see what happened here?